Good evening. We are pleased to welcome you all to the Embassy of Mexico. We will now begin our program, and I would like to invite the Ambassador of Mexico to Lebanon, Mr. José-Ignacio Madrazo, to the podium.
This is a very special day for the Embassy of Mexico. We aim to facilitate the dialogue among this very distinguished group of diplomats, representatives of civil society, members of the academia, parliamentarians, all working on human rights and gender issues. At the end, what we want to highlight is the importance of a gender-equal world, a world free of bias, stereotypes, and discrimination, a world that's diverse, equitable, and inclusive, a world where injustices and violence against women should not exist and where difference is valued and celebrated.
The inequality is enormous. The injustice, the oppression, the obligation of women and girls to carry out care work in a way that it has huge costs for their well-being. I think we need to celebrate that it is possible to make a space safe, and it is possible to push back against the backlash. And I hope that one thing that we would take with us is feminist policy should mean also safe spaces and safeguarding safe spaces.
It's a wonderful achievement, I think, now that we have more than 10 countries now who have declared that they have a feminist foreign policy. And I think I'm delighted that our Mexican colleague is arranging this tonight for us to get together and talk about experiences. And in my case, quite unique experience being the first globally, and then 8 years later that is retracted or revoked.
We understand that progress toward gender equality has an obligation contracted by precisely the different agreements signed in this area. Chile also reinforced its commitment to the multilateralism as an ideal space to review, reform, and create regulations that strengthen global governance in pursuit of greater equity and a more equal, fair society.
We are faced with an anti-rights movement, a very strong opposition that is building, creating, and sustaining narratives whereby the right to bodily autonomy doesn't exist, whereby feminism has become a dirty word, and whereby the life of queer folks are disposable. This is what we're seeing, and this is what we're seeing at all levels. This is what we're seeing in the reality of the country we're in now in Lebanon, and this is also why I'm personally witnessing in the corridors of the UN.
It's my pleasure to be here today amongst you all to listen and deliberate around the application of feminist foreign policy, which is very critical to the Sustainable Development Agenda. At UN Women, our work focuses on promoting women and girls' voices at local, national, and global platforms to encourage collective action. UN Women also believes very strongly that including women's voices in political decision-making, in communities, in parliaments, and in peace negotiations is essential to support and sustain prosperous and peaceful society.
We've got your back. We will do everything that can be done against this horrible, disgusting, brutal backlash. I don't know who's got our back, but I think we've got each other's back.